Welcome to Elevate. This is the third episode of our series, Building Strong Connections, titled Techniques for Active Listening. Today, we will delve into active listening, a crucial skill for improving our relationships and strengthening our connections. Let's begin. Active listening is more than just hearing another person's words. It involves giving full attention, showing empathy, and responding appropriately. Practicing active listening can transform our relationships, making them deeper and more meaningful. Importance of active listening. Active listening is essential because it allows us to better understand others, build trust, and resolve conflicts effectively. By practicing active listening, you can improve communication in your relationships, strengthen emotional bonds with others, increase empathy and mutual understanding, reduce misunderstandings and conflicts. Now let's explore some practical strategies to improve active listening in your daily life. 1. Give full attention. The first technique for active listening is to give full attention to the person speaking. Here are some tips to do that. Avoid distractions. Turn off the phone, TV, and any other distractions. Dedicate your full attention to the person speaking. Maintain eye contact. Eye contact shows that you are present and paying attention. Use nonverbal cues. Nod your head, use facial expressions, and gestures to show that you are actively listening. 2. Reflect and paraphrase. Reflecting and paraphrasing what the other person has said is an effective technique to show that you are listening and understanding. Here's how to do it. Reflect emotions. Mirror back the emotions you perceive, such as, "It sounds like you're feeling frustrated." Paraphrase. Content. Repeat in your own words what the other person has said to confirm your understanding. Like, "So what you're saying is that..." 3. Ask clarifying questions. Asking clarifying questions is an excellent way to ensure you fully understand what the other person is saying. Here are some examples. Open-ended questions. "Can you tell me more about that?" Specific questions. "What did you mean by that?" Work 4. Show empathy. Empathy is an essential part of active listening. Here are some tips to show empathy. Validate the other person's feelings. Acknowledge and validate the other person's feelings, such as, "I understand why you feel that way." Put yourself in their shoes. Try to see the situation from the other person's perspective. Before continuing, I want to invite you to follow us on social media to stay updated on new episodes and content. You will find the links in the description, and you can listen to our episodes on Spotify, Facebook, Vimeo, and YouTube. Additionally, feel free to leave your comments and share your thoughts with the community. We would love to know how you are applying these strategies in your daily relationships. 5. Avoid interruptions. Interrupting someone while they are speaking can show a lack of interest or respect. Here are some tips to avoid interruptions. Wait your turn to speak. Let the other person finish speaking before you respond. Use nonverbal cues. Use nonverbal cues, such as nodding your head, to show that you are listening without interrupting. 6. Respond appropriately. Responding appropriately is crucial for active listening. Here are some tips to do so. Be respectful and considerate. Respond in a respectful and considerate manner, showing that you value what the other person has said. 8. Provide constructive feedback. If necessary, provide feedback in a constructive and positive way. How do these strategies sound so far? Would you like to implement any of them to improve your active listening skills? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Feel free to leave your comments and share your thoughts with the community. 7. Do not judge. Judging the person who is speaking can create a barrier in communication. Here are some tips to avoid judging. Listen with an open mind. Keep an open attitude and avoid making hasty conclusions. Accept differences. Recognize and respect differences in perspectives and experiences. Avoid prejudices. Make a conscious effort to avoid any prejudices that may affect your ability to listen and understand. 8. Summarize and confirm. Summarizing and confirming what you have heard is an effective technique to ensure you understand correctly. Here's how to do it. Summarize key points. At the end of the conversation, summarize the key points to ensure you have captured everything correctly. Confirm understanding. Ask the other person if your summary is correct. Like, is this what you mean? 9. Be patient. Patience is an important part of active listening. Do not rush the other person and give them the necessary time to express themselves. Here are some tips for practicing patience. Do not interrupt. Let the other person finish speaking before you respond. Give them time. If the person needs time to think or express their ideas, be patient and give them the necessary space. 10. Practice reflective listening. Reflective listening involves paying attention not only to the words but also to the emotions and body language of the other person. Here are some tips for practicing reflective listening. Observe body language. Pay attention to nonverbal cues such as posture, gestures, and facial expressions. Reflect emotions. Acknowledge and reflect the other person's emotions to show that you understand how they feel. 11. Keep an open mind. Keeping an open mind will allow you to better understand the other person's perspective and improve the quality of the conversation. Here are some tips for doing so. Avoid judging. Listen without judging and try to understand the other person's perspective. Be receptive to new ideas. Being open to new ideas and viewpoints can enrich your conversations and relationships. Once I met a team leader who had difficulty connecting with his members. He decided to implement active listening techniques, such as giving full attention, showing empathy, and summarizing and confirming key points. These techniques significantly improved communication within the team and increased collaboration and trust. How do these additional strategies sound to you? Would you like to implement any of them to improve your active listening skills? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Feel free to leave your comments and share your thoughts with the community. We have discussed a variety of techniques for practicing active listening, from giving full attention and showing empathy to avoiding interruptions and keeping an open mind. To integrate these practices into your daily life, start by implementing one or two of these strategies and see how they impact your relationships. Keep an open and adaptive attitude, adjusting your methods as necessary to find what works best for you. I hope this episode has provided you with valuable tools and inspired you to improve your active listening skills effectively. This has been the third episode of our series, Building Strong Connections, and the topic was Techniques for Active Listening. We hope you enjoyed it and that you can continue the path of personal development with us. And if you enjoyed this episode, please follow us on social media to stay updated on new episodes and content. You will find the links in the description, and you can listen to our episodes on Spotify, Facebook, Vimeo, and YouTube. Thank you for joining us, and don't miss the next episode. Goodbye.